All right, guys, welcome to a long-awaited video. In this video, I'm going to be going over my Monday range trading strategy. This is one of my favorite strategies. I've used this for years, and it's so freaking simple. If you're a beginner trader and you're looking for that edge in the markets, you're looking for that time-tested improvement strategy, definitely be sure to check out the Monday range trading strategy. I'm going to be jumping through everything in this video step by step so you can get started and start making some profits today. Now, before we jump into the video, check out the background. Boom, we out here downtown Miami. We made it, boys. Okay, we fucking made it. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. So what is the Monday range trading strategy? Well, it's very simple. Okay, the only thing you have to do is mark out the Monday range highs and the Monday range lows. What you are looking for is for price to manipulate either the range highs or the range lows, and then look to catch that move as price enters back into that range. So on my chart here, I have the Monday range highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows. This is just over the past, maybe month or two, right? And you can see, not every trade is going to be winning. I'll kind of jump into how you can mitigate these false signals. But in terms of overall risk to reward, it's very, very profitable. Has anywhere from maybe a 50 to 60% win rate. But your risk to reward is at minimum a 1 to 2 in most cases. And this doesn't even account for a lower time frame entry to where you can get an even larger risk to reward. And I'll jump into the confluences that I use to boost my own win rate using the strategy from a 50% win rate up to a 70% win rate with this system. Okay. So before we jump into some examples, I want to make it as simple as possible for you guys that are watching and try to explain this as best as I can. Okay. So let's say this is your Monday range high and this is your Monday range low. Okay. So this is Monday's price action right here. Okay. Right. This is obviously Sunday, like to the left here over the weekend. And then Monday starts. And let's just say that the low gets put in early here on Monday morning. And this is the Monday high at around noon. Okay, so these are your highs and lows. There are many different indicators that you can use to draw these levels. I'm also working on a trading algo for the strategy in particular to help save you guys time. You can just identify the highs and lows easy enough, right? Look at your chart, look at the time, right? Monday, and plot out the highs and lows. So let's say for this example, this is Monday's price action, right? We have the Monday highs and the Monday lows. Now, what we are looking for is one of the two scenarios, right? We want to see a sweep of Monday lows and a reclaim, right? This would be the manipulation move, and we enter as soon as price reclaims that range, targeting the Monday highs. Or we look for the opposite. We look for price to sweep the Monday highs first, and then we look to take a short position as price comes back into that range, okay? You're not taking any trades on Monday. You're letting Monday's price action play out, and then you're taking the trade anywhere from Tuesday to Thursday, okay? So the whole thesis behind this strategy and why it works is because we are using basic candle structure, okay? We are using open high, low close, or we're using open low, high close, okay? Meaning if we are bullish, okay? If we are bullish for the week, we want to see an open, low, high close, right? This is the weekly open, right? Weekly open is somewhere around here. We want to look for that open low, right? Price going down below the Monday range. And then we want to see the expansion, right? Open low, high towards the end of the week, right? Anywhere from Tuesday to Thursday. I find that the setup plays out oftentimes on a Tuesday, okay? Like Tuesday or Wednesday is usually that expansion move for the week. So if you're using the Monday range strategy, you can look for these moves here on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Like I said, sometimes Thursday is still valid with this system. So this is the formation that you guys are going to want to be looking for. As to what time frame you guys can use, if you're a brand new trader, I'd use like the 1 hour time frame, right? Look for reclaims on a 1 hour time frame. However, you also can go down to a lower time frame, like a 15-minute to even 5-minute time frame, to really pinpoint that entry and get a much larger risk to reward ratio. So let's jump into some examples here, and I'll kind of show you guys how the strategy works using real examples, okay? So dating back to, what's this, middle of July, right? So a few months ago, okay? Almost a few months ago. So again, we have the Monday high, the Monday low put in, and we're looking for a deviation, meaning for price to come down below this range and then reclaim it, okay? In this case, we did not get a reclaim until late Wednesday. But what do you notice about this move here, right? We had broken down from this Monday range, right? This was a clear breakdown. This wasn't a deviation and a reclaim. So the moves that you want to be looking for are these kind of moves right here, right? Where it's a sharp sweep below and then an instant reclaim. You don't want to see price displace down below the Monday low or displace above the Monday high. Okay, if you see that, it's very unlikely that you're going to get a deviation because price has already told you where it wants to go for the week. So looking at this example to the left here, obviously price breaks down. We see this large displacement move down. All displacement is this space on your chart here from that breakout candle that broke the Monday low and the major low, right? So you can see here when it breaks out, there's a ton of space here, right? That is considered displacement. We do not want to look for a reclaim on a setup like this. So there would be no trade for this week. Let's look for the following week, okay? Again, we have Monday high, Monday low, and I like this setup a lot better, okay? Why do I like this setup better? Well, we can see that price is kind of consolidating here, right? Moving sideways. Whenever price is in a ranging market like you see here, I like to trade swing failure patterns, which is essentially what the Monday range trading strategy is, right? We're looking for price to deviate below this low and then for it to close back above this low. So again, you can enter on the 1 hour time frame. If you wanted to go to a lower time frame and look for that entry, you can as well, right? Going down to a lower time frame here, 15-minute. What do you notice? Boom, bullish divergences on our oscillator. Momentum is a huge added confluence for this trading strategy. I use momentum for every single trade that I enter. The momentum oscillator that I use is the easy oscillator. If you guys want access, you can click the first link in the description below. So you can either enter on the 1 hour or you can enter on the 15-minute. As soon as price sweeps these lows, bullish divs, you can enter on the closure of this candle, or you can wait for that 1-2 setup and enter at the golden pocket. Many different entry triggers here, but it's pretty much all the same thing, right? You're waiting for price to sweep these lows, right? Sweep the Monday lows and then close back above with bullish momentum. Again, targeting the Monday highs. And then same thing here, right? On Tuesday, we manipulate above the Monday range highs and then end up failing back into this range, right? Strong close below, right? Bearish momentum on our oscillator. Again, if you want to go down to a lower time frame for that larger risk to reward, you can, right? We get some bearish divergences confirm right here. Maybe you enter right here, get stopped out, and then re-enter on the next bearish divergence as price closes below. So maybe you got one stop out, but you re-enter the trade, again, targeting the Monday range lows, at least targeting these lows right here as your first take profit. All right, so you can see just on these two trades, I have like 7R here, right? So it's like 7 losing trades I would have made back just with these 2 winning ones. Again, looking at the following week, we have the Monday lows, which we end up sweeping, reclaiming. Again, this one did not hit our full take profit at the Monday highs. But again, if you want to pinpoint that entry on a lower time frame, right, going down to maybe a 15-minute time frame, there's a lot of good trades here, right? Bullish momentum as we reclaim this range. Maybe you took the scalp position. Maybe you re-entered somewhere around here. Maybe you took partials at this bearish fair value gap right here, which is still almost a 1-2 risk to reward. So each trade is going to have its own context. There's no such thing as a 100% mechanical strategy, but this is always a setup I look for every single week. Whenever I see price deviating below the Monday range lows or deviating above the Monday range highs, I will always look for this setup. Now, there's a few other things you can do to increase your win rate, like maybe on this trade, for example, looking at price, looking at structure here. One of my trading rules is I wait for price to reach the golden pocket fib. We obviously were not at the golden pocket fib. So maybe I took partials a little bit earlier because I was still ultimately expecting for price to come lower into this golden pocket, right? That's when you have to use basic structure, basic price action, that sort of thing. I'm literally just showing you guys the strategy, just using the Monday range highs and lows to show you that it works. Again, we have the following week here of August, we have the Monday highs and the Monday lows. Again, we get that 1 hour deviation, enter the trade. This one would have been at least a break-even trade, looking for bullish divergences as we sweep this low. What do you know, right? Bullish divergence confirms here, right? Enter the trade. Maybe you wait for that 1-2 setup into your local golden pocket fib. Fast forward the following week, we have the Monday highs right here, the Monday lows right here. We immediately sweep the Monday range lows, deviate those Monday range lows, bullish divergences as we reclaim here on the 15-minute time frame. There's your entry. Your invalidation is always going to be the deviation low, right? So this is the low that we put in after we failed this range. So this is your invalidation. Probably targeting these external highs here as your take profit, which we ultimately ended up hitting for around a 1-3 risk to reward. Okay, this is a trade that happened last week. Again, we had the Monday lows, the Monday highs. So this was technically a valid signal, but again, we were at a higher time frame key level here and my bias was bullish. We actually took a scalp long right here inside the pro Discord. So this is where using, high time frame bias, using high time frame key levels comes into play. But again, this technically did follow your rules, dropping down to a 15-minute time frame. Bearish momentum, enter the short position. Again, this probably would have been a break even, maybe a stop out trade here. But if you count up the total risk to reward over the past, month and a half or so, using this strategy, right? Just using a 1 hour reclaim, not even going down to a lower time frame, not even using higher time frame structure, not using any other confluences. Maybe you have plus 3R right here, plus 4.5R, so plus 7.5R, probably break even on this one. Stop out on this one. So now it's 6.5R, 8.5, 9R total. Stop out right here, 8R total. 3R here, 11R total. Stop out right here, 10R total. So just in the past, month and a half or so, just using the 1 hour reclaim on the Monday range strategy, you'd be up around 10R. So let's say you're risking, 1K per trade, right? On a 100K funded or something, right? So you'd be up $10,000. Let's say you risk $2,000 on 100K funded. You'd be up 20K, right? And you still wouldn't even hit your drawdown, right? The great thing about this strategy is that there's a maximum of 1 setup per week, right? You're not trading every single day. You're not day trading. It's a proven, repeatable system that you can follow every single week. The Monday range strategy, guys, this one's very powerful. I do want to say also shout out to Trader Main for talking about the strategy years and years ago. He is who I found this strategy from, and I use it in my personal trading. It works wonders. That's going to be it for me in this video, guys. If you guys want access to my momentum oscillator, which helps a ton in this trading strategy with finding those entries on a lower time frame using bullish and bearish divergences, then make sure to click the first link in the description below. That link is also going to send you to my pro Discord, where you guys can follow my own personal trades on a daily basis, as well as follow the trades of other full-time professional crypto traders. So I'd highly recommend you guys join the pro Discord by clicking the first link in the description below. That's gonna be it for me in this video, guys. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment something down in the comment section below, subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I will see you guys next video.